Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the old stager on YouTube. Old veteran now, aren't I? Nearly 7 year. Veteran. 7 year this November. I'm like Teddy Sheringham when he were rolling out at West Ham, wasn't I? We were trying to pick up 40 bags a week, but couldn't run for toffee. I'm like him, aren't I? But we don't where. We're just waiting for Andy to log on. Women love him, men don't want to be him. Where's Andy? Where's my pal Andy? Hey, where's he gone? He's gone to. Andy's gone to top up, hasn't he? Andy, where are you, mate? Hey, where are you? Women love you, men don't want to be you. You jock. I don't know where he's gone. Oh, Andy, he's gone missing. But did anybody stay to Big Freeze after that fight? Never had a mark on him, did he? My man, Big Freeze, the main man. Put hands on Wardley, wrote him off. Wardley out of a lion won't go down, would he? Not after his face hanging off. He looked like E.T. Did you see the state of Wardley's face, his nose and that? He were a rape mess, wasn't it? Here's Andy. Andy, I've just been saying to Porky Hardcores that Wardley looked like E.T. He did, didn't he?
He did, eh? Aye.
He were a rape mess, wasn't it?
He was. That was it, mate. I mean, Big Freeze looked he looked unmarked just about. He does look like
Big Freeze carrying off, going on about he felt like George Foreman. Somebody said, "Oh, you have to look like George Foreman." Only way he looks like George Foreman is they both got shaved heads. That's it. A beard. That is it. There's no Foreman-esque about Big Freeze from there on in. What is he? Listen, let me tell you this, right? When George Foreman was 33, it was 1984. Rumbling Jungle was 74. So Big left it a bit late, hasn't he?
Big George, he was 5 years out of action by the time he was 33, wasn't he? He was 10 years out, didn't he? Came back at 38, I think it was, wasn't it?
Packed in at 77 till 87, didn't
he? Yeah.
10 years out. So, and he just came back fighting people like Max, didn't he? He came back fighting people like Maxie.
He did it the right way. I tell you what, a fight I watched recently was it was Big George versus Jerry Cooney.
Yeah.
He knocked him out in the second round, but though he was cumbersome, his punches were very accurate. Big George, I noticed that about it. But I like Big George. I'm a bit of a Big George fan.
Oh yeah.
But, who do you think's going to win out if Wardley and Big Freeze if they have a rematch?
Well, I don't think they'll have it straight away. I think they'll try and build it up, won't they?
Yeah, I think Big Freeze will. I think I'd edge him lean towards him in the rematch. I think
I'd go for Wardley on the strength that Big Freeze couldn't get a man out there that were hanging on for dear life with his nose hanging off. He couldn't get him out there, could it? He couldn't drop him. He would dropped himself, and Big Freeze were fouling non-stop when he were tired. He were doing it all night. He were always looking for that, and Wardley were trying to pick. Wardley weren't fit a man.
I think Big Freeze needs to work on his fitness and probably lose at least a stone in weight. And,
Big Freeze needs a stone off him. Right? Yeah. What he needs horse whipping. He needs horse whipping. He needs going down that road like an horse and somebody behind him with a cart and whacking him with a lead on his ass. Make him do some running. Him and Dave Allen want horse whipping, don't they? And Liam Cameron. You know, the men that won't run. How can you be a boxer? If you want to be a boxer, you've got to be a middle distance runner as well. 6 mile a morning, 5 mornings a week,
45 minutes. 45 minutes for 6 miles.
Yeah, well, Proch does it in 36. But yeah, you need to do that 6 mile a day, 5 days, 30 mile, 10 camps, 300 mile. You've got to do 300 running miles in your camp if you're a boxer, right? If you're not, and you're doing odd mile here, there, and everywhere, you're not a boxer. You're just somebody that's hitting a bag with gloves because you're not doing your running. Carl Froch said that to me. He said, listen, as soon as people who take boxing up back in, it's because they can't do the cardio. Everybody can throw punches, can't they? Can you take a punch? You know, in boxing, you've got to be good at everything. You're out there on your own. You know, when you're in that ring, you can't pass football to somebody. Or you
No.
can't put your arm out like in tag wrestling, like they're going to do on Misfits. You're on there on your own. So if you haven't got enough petrol in tank to do 12 rounds, you've got to knock them out quick, haven't you? And if they've got a tough chin, you're going to quit on your stool after 5, aren't you? We know what goes on. We see it, don't we? You know.
Muhammad Ali used to run with heavy boots on, didn't he? Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they didn't have ankle weights in them days, did they? Now they've all got ankle weights, haven't they? People like Perry Howe. Do you remember him? Perry Howe, Dennis's fighter. He's ankle weights. Jesus, man. Can you imagine somebody saying that to Ali? Yeah, I've got ankle weights here. Do you want to wear these? Perry Howe's got some. Perry Howie's ankle weights. Perry was still waiting for you to win that area belt. You remember bet we had, don't you? Where if you won, I were going to jump in Don. Well, let me tell you this. My arsehole were nipping and you lost. I'm not going through that again. So if you retire, Perry Howe, and you haven't won an area, you're in the fucking River Don. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you'll be known as a Welcher. Do you know what I mean? That's how I look at it. No, he's all right. Perry's all right. Hey, listen, you've got to give him his dues. He was doing tickets, and he won an IBO belt, didn't he? Intercontinental.
Yep.
So it's something he can tell his grandkids about. You know what I mean? They'll not even know what boxing is, will they, in about 40 years? But he'll be able to tell them he won a world title because they'll not know what it were then, will they? And get away with it.
That's it.
Andy, this Saudi nonsense, this Fury Usyk thing, looking like they're going to fight now, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it when I see the way in though. But nah, it's got to happen. It's too much money involved. Money talks.
Do you think if he pulls out, right? Do you think if he pulls out that I can't explain it.
He'd have to disappear, I think, if he pulls out.
If he pulls out that fight, even if it's a genuine injury, God, he must be on edge, Tyson, now. He'd be thinking, God, last thing I need is a fucking injury, innit? That would really put the cat amongst the pigeons, wouldn't it? Because they messed everybody about that much, hadn't they? So nobody believe him, would they? Be the boy who cried wolf, wouldn't he? You know?
Last chance saloon, I think, isn't it? It's got to go ahead. It's got to happen.
Well, now he's running around Morecambe telling everybody I've got a 2-fight deal with you, 100 million, and I've got one left with Ngannou, 50 million, and I'll get another 2 with Joshua. He's telling everybody he's going to get 150 mil. So in his head, he's still got another 300 to scoop up in Saudi in Fury's head. But that's why he's brainwashed now, because all they want to talk about him and all them around him are millions. All they want to do, wherever they go, shut up, I'll bite place. I heard a story about Tyson over there. I wasn't going to tell this story because kid who told me I like him. I thought, I'm not going to say his name. But I heard a story with him about Fury in some place, right? And they were getting it the big one and they were unhappy with something. And he goes, what you on about? I'll bite place and I'll sack you on spot, get rid of you. We were giving it that one. What has happened to him? Can you see? You see where I'm coming from, don't you?
Yeah.
He's saying he can't fight. Yeah, everybody's gaining respect and that, but let's have it right. They're running amok, aren't they? Even his old man and little Tommy Funk. They're running amok, aren't they? Tommy the Phantom Fury. The Phantom, because you never see him fight. That's why they call him the Phantom. Big John don't fight, does he? And if Tyson pulls out this, he'll be known as big fighting man that don't fight.
That's it. It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
You know what I mean?
He's probably got a better chance now of success than he had because of all the delays. He's got to be way better shape now when you compare him to when he fought in Ngannou. He was way out of shape there. Any picture you see him recently, he looks in reasonable shape now, doesn't he? So he's got to give himself the best chance, isn't
he? Yeah.
But can he do it?
Listen, do you know Usyk, right? You know when you watch him, It's like it's like Mozart, isn't it? I could watch him all day, you know. Watched him all day many times. I watched what he did to Chisora, and I watched how he kept setting traps, and I kept and do you know what? Hardcore boxing fans, they should really go and watch Usyk when he came onto heavyweight scene. Julian will have spotted this, and it took me a long time to spot it. Joe G spotted it. Go and look at what he does with Chisora. He's setting traps all the time, and then he's testing himself in the clinches to see. He were practicing in that fight, and when it looked like Chisora thought he were having a bit of success, and you've got Bombay Dave and Tony Bellette, the Bell End, jumping up and down like banshee, right? Usyk went through gears then, didn't it? Chisora, in my opinion, never got fucking near him like Bellew and Joshua did. Them 4 fights, 2 from Joshua, Bellew and Chisora, they all got fucking tonked. All of them. And there's only Bellew who comes out and says he got tonked. You know what I mean?
It's his
Because he did get tonked because he got knocked out, the others didn't.
okay. It's his footwork's amazing, isn't it? It's just unbelievable. His footwork's just this whole movement, is just perpetual motion, doesn't it? It never stops, does he? And, I mean, he was just playing with Bellew as well and luring him into a false sense of security and then taking him into deep water and drowning him, basically, didn't he? And then just Bellew tired himself out. It's just amazing, It's just sight to behold, But I think I watched his fight with Michael Hunter, and I mean Hunter was kind of hanging on at the end. He's a good fighter, Hunter. I rate him, but he does blow hot and cold. But he is a skillful fighter. But Usyk just played with him, and something else.
Yeah, Hunter's trying to get back in mix, isn't he?
Yeah, I think maybe it's a discipline thing with him as well, but I think he could probably do something if he got his act together. I thought he beat Povetkin, but Povetkin was lucky to get a draw there.
What do you think about Billy Nelson making a bit of noise on social media regarding Martin Bacoli? Do you think he's had a raw deal?
He needs to good on Billy Nelson for speaking up for Martin Bacoli because he's like the avoided man, isn't he? How's he not getting in the scene? He's
I don't think he's an English fella, is he? First of all, so he's not going to be mixed, is he? You know what I mean?
is it Congolese or something like that? Isn't he?
I
He's an
don't,
adopted Scotsman now, isn't
I don't know what he is, mate. But have you seen plates of meat on him?
he? He's a big guy, yeah. But I mean, he should have got more. He absolutely battered that Tony Yoka, didn't he? Bashed him about for the whole fight and just got a decision. That was a stitch up there as well, wasn't it? Just we're trying to stitch him up, but I think he give any of the top guys a good run for their money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to see.
We'll see what happens.
But what did you think about Bacoli though when he done Yoka? I thought he was going to go on to massive things then, and it's like didn't happen for him, did it? He became like the avoided guy, didn't he?
Because he absolutely smashed him, didn't he, for the whole fight? Yoka's never been the same after that, has he?
Gold medalist, Olympic gold medalist. I mean, if somebody had done that to Joshua now, like Matt Legg, we'd be raving about him, wouldn't we?
But no, he has had a raw deal. He should be getting more fights than that. And I don't think the Can Man's going to go anywhere near him, is he?
The Can Man, he's not going to go near Bacoli. He get wrote off. The Can Man.
I smashed in 3 rounds, I would think.
Absolutely wrote off without a shadow of a doubt.
Did I hear rumour of him fighting Big Joe Joyce? No, the Can Man. Is that just a rumour that's getting mooted about?
What? Nah, I can't see that, man. Can you?
Can't see that happen.
I can't see.
He's not going to get. He's not going to get anywhere with Eddie Hills. I don't think the way. Well, what they're saying now, but Brick Talk was reaching out to him, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think Eddie's that bothered about him now, is he?
Nah.
You know, nah. I don't think so. What did you make of that Ngannou's excuses?
Nah, it's a bit lame now, isn't it? Shouldn't be. Should just take his loss like a man, Shouldn't be coming out with stuff now, clutching at straws. Maybe his head's messed up with. Can't believe what happened to him or something. He's just trying to justify himself, isn't
You
he?
reckon?
But I don't, he shouldn't be coming out with excuses like that. He should just give credit to Big Meech where credit's due.
Pig meat with
I mean,
his.
he just stood still, didn't he? So he was a sitting duck, wasn't he? So
You know when Big Meech got dusters against Ruiz, that was one of the greatest nights of my life. I just wanted to share that
but he
with
didn't make any excuses up, did
you.
he? He
Well,
didn't make any excuses up.
you're making any excuses that when you got dropped 5 times and you quit in your corner, stood up. Right.
No, I had a feeling that was going to happen the night before. I think it was Bean that was interviewing Big Meech, and he's going, "Have you any news for any message for the fans, Anthony?" And he goes, don't worry, guys, I'll not keep you up late." And I thought he's totally underestimated Ruiz. That was the night before I got that impression. I'm like, geez. And it's right, did underestimate him. He
We,
thought there's no way a guy that looks like that can beat somebody who looks like me. Yeah, I think that was his attitude, but
the guy were fat.
wrong.
The guy were fat as butter, mate. Absolute fat as butter. Do you know what I
But
mean?
he could fight,
Hey,
But he can fight.
he could fight. Yeah, he'd been to Olympics as well, hasn't he?
Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe he has, was he?
I'm sure he went to
He's
Olympics.
fast hands, and I got a decent punch in him. So
Could be wrong, but what do you think to Parker's rise then? Do you think that down the line that it could come out that we've been under the special shakes? God,
I hope no. He comes across as a genuinely nice guy, doesn't he? And I actually think he just looks in better shape, and he's more disciplined now than he's probably ever been. Maybe give credit to Andy Lee for that. Maybe I don't know. He's tied up with Fury's camp, so maybe that's helping him, just motivate him. He's maybe a more motivated fight. Yeah, he sounded a bit dejected before, when he was training with a guy. What was the guy called? Is it New Zealand guy he was training with? Kevin, is it Kevin somebody?
Kevin Barry.
Kevin Barry. He always sounded a wee bit, I don't know, dejected when he was
They
with
were
him.
gifted a win over Holyfield him in the Olympics, you know.
Yeah, what? Sorry,
They were gifted a win over the great Holyfield in the Olympics.
Kevin Barry was he?
Yeah, he beat Holyfield for the silver medal, didn't he? Holyfield that got a bronze, got robbed.
Ah, right, yeah. It's no, I think he's done come on well, Andy Lee. So fair play to him, He's see who he fights next.
Yeah.
No, they're talking Zhang Wilder now, so maybe the rematch won't happen.
You know, when they fight, their combined ages 80 years. So we've got two men in ring 80. Right? It's not bad, is it?
That's that would be similar to Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, wouldn't it?
It's a joke, isn't it?
It'd be 84 or something, is it?
You see where I'm coming from? Is this where we're at now? Zhang, a shot old man, shot. Wilder, shot old man. Two Olympians, bronze and silver, going at it. Old men that have been knocked about. Right? Old men.
Veteran circuit, isn't it?
Veteran, what is all that about? And they're saying it's a game change. There's no fucking belt online. So how is it
Nah.
game change? What is it? It's just two men who are top 15 having a pop.
See if they've got anything left,
It's not
Two
good.
big punchers, though, So
I'd
that's
like
probably
Cleveland White with Zhang.
sorry.
I'd like to see Cleveland White with Zhang.
He'll get knocked out by Zhang, I think.
Hey?
He get knocked out with Zhang, I think. Zhang would flatten him, I think.
You think?
I think so. I don't think the can man's. I can't see him doing much. Like you say, he's got a good left hook, but his footwork's terrible. I think.
Yeah, shocking.
Mm.
Shocking. But Hey ho, what do you think to that Moses Bateau, mate? They're making a lot of noise about him, aren't they? Up and coming, he's sparring out big dogs.
He's people say good things about him, don't they? And he comes across as respectful, and he's actually comes across as quite mature for a. He's only 18, is he? Or is he 19 now?
Well,
19, I think he is now.
you're not going to beat Mike's record, is it? I am Mike.
Nah, the boxing scene doesn't move fast enough now compared to what it did back then, does it? So
Do you think Flex is unwinding from boxing and moving on to like the fitness side of things? Because you know what I mean. Without Kell Brook and Barry, he hasn't really got a reason to be in boxing, has he? I think. You know, because
maybe he is just going to be a
give them,
fitness guru.
give them his attention, didn't he? I just wondered who you know, we're going to see Flex get a couple of kids. He never seems to get an Olympian, does he? And really, I give him a bit of stick over them tests when his fighters failing. But if you look at his CV, that's all right, isn't it, Flexers? You don't get no Olympians, though, do they, them lads, today up there?
No, it just seems to be guys that's homegrown sort of thing, isn't it? That they've had, eh?
I just wondered if that copper Gully is going to ask him that. Get you to ask that Gully. If you can climb out in his arsehole.
I heard him asking the Gad awkward questions one day.
Yeah, we're buzzing for Gad that day. We're really squeamish, wasn't he? The Gad. Hey,
The
women
Gad.
want to be him.
How long till Bean pushes him out of talk sport?
I don't know. You know, somebody else said that to me today. You know, Bean over it. Bean looks like a serial killer lately, doesn't he? You know, like that background guy, isn't he? Background Bean.
He's working in the background.
He's working down. He's eyeing it all up. He's looking at everybody, thinking, "Look at you lot. You used to hang out at the back of me, and now look, you won't even pass me a wine gum."
Probably jug ears.
Hey, background Bean, isn't it? Part 4.
Background Bean. Probably jug ears.
Jug ears. I don't know what's happened to Jug ears lately. He's putting a bit of timber around the old derby, isn't he? Have you noticed?
He is,
Must be 13 and a half him now, Juggy. What do you think? Hey, Juggy, what you need to do when you go home at night, mate, you need to stop sitting up at 4 in the morning, opening it blind 2 millimeters and having a quick peek with both eyeballs like me. Stop doing it, or you'll end up crackers.
Cotton twitcher.
Stop doing it. 3 bags a night, 80 bag a night, 80 a bag, that's 240. Gold Stella, what's that? 24 quid. So 264. An Indian takeaway next day, 20. 284.
10 tubes of Pringles.
You're not left the house. Join the club. It's cheaper to go downtown in a taxi and not a boat and just drink. Takeaway. What happened to everybody? People are losing their minds. They've got no carpets, no food in fridge. You know what I mean? Got Ugg boots, Rolex, and sniff. Range Rovers on drive, but no tiles in bathroom. Oh, what's happening in the world?
What's happening with Conor Ben now then?
Crush. This is what's going to happen to Crush. I'm gonna lay it down thick here. Crush is going to get a ban about 4 years. And Big Malk's going to come out and do a Sunday sermon, a Monday sermon, a Tuesday sermon. Helio's going to do one. And Eddie Hills, they're going to say how it's contamination and then they're going to wheel that guy out in about 7 years, that doctor, fucking whoever. Do you know what I mean? Charlie Chan's dad. They're going to wheel him out and he's going to say Spike Connor and take his licks. That's what's going to happen. Somebody's going to with some monkey charge, aren't they, on this? They're going to end up in Nick because they've tried everything else. They've told that much. Knackers. They said it's all mad. Well, they have
Doctor Who done it.
Andy, let's have it right. They've cheated and got caught, and they've tried to convince the whole world, not just England, the whole boxing world. They've tried to convince them all that the Crushinator has been stitched up and it's unfair. My God.
Even Judge Jordan was lured in, wasn't he?
Judge Jordan went, yeah, I'll come and meet you at the Savoy. or Chester or Grosvenor, whatever it was. I'll come and meet you. He's a very, very nice young man, Conor Ben. Oh my God. Oh my God, they've even softened him up.
He's not the Messiah.
And he was putting it about basically, and everybody knows they were nicking my material. Listen, we all know who nicks my material, and I don't mind. But when they're going to nick it like Simon Jordan, at least when you're nicking my material and then you're putting your own spin on it, which when even my parents are saying to me, do you know what? He's nicked your stuff. But, you know, he's worded it a lot better than you. When they're doing that, at least go for jugular. Come on. Come on. I'm giving them enough bullets to fire here. But I'm giving them bullets and they're turning it into a fucking... I'm giving them a Beretta and they're firing a spud gun. That's what's going on. If you don't believe me, ask anybody.
even
Listen, you know and I know because I've shown you screenshots. They're all watching this, right, and picking bones, aren't it? All of them, the big dogs. And then they're putting their questions better. And I'm happy with that because I've heard back. So I am happy with that. Very, very happy. But they're not giving me my moment, are they? Because they know that I'll really go for them. First chance.
they're not giving you the proper credit.
I went to. That's Big Ronnie were like, what are you doing? What are you on about? What am I doing? Question. He goes, yeah, to my man. What? He couldn't believe it, Big Ron. What are you doing to me? Dennis, look, what's putting on? What do you mean? What am I doing to you? It's rhubarb. White collar on. White collar on. And Dennis just drove him mad. I put him through at Minster, didn't I? Dennis.
Even Johnny Horsecock walking about with a company man t-shirt on must put a smile on your face.
That's Scott Brunt. I put Big Ron through at Minster for about 6 years, man. Sent him crackers. Terrorised him. He'd never seen anybody like me in his life. He used to gasp.
Put him in a state of shock.
I thought, I'm going to be different, right? First day with Big Ron. Everybody's like, yeah, Dennis. Yes, Dennis. And I was like, after about 2 o'clock, I'm like, no. I'm like, get fucked. You're like, you what?
You're singing off the wrong hymn sheet.
No, we were not right hymn sheet. We listen, he's not bad, is he, Big Ron? But you know,
When's he coming back on? Get him back on.
not fucking coming back on, is he? That's it. Having him on, and wants to get back on. Gonna cost you, Ron. You have to get something bubbling. Nah, he's all
Big
right.
Max. Get Big Max bubbling.
Well, this is how I look at it. People get on the Porky Express train and they get off, or I kick them off. Well, that's just how it is. And I've been like that since I was 15, so I don't see why I should change for anybody, do you?
No, you're true to yourself, eh?
Listen, mate, I've got a good life and I'm happy. I don't want an out, do I? What do you want in life? You got a car, haven't you? It's a piece of tin. You got an house. You got a fridge full of scran. Go out when you want. Wear what you want. What do you want? Listen,
Health and happiness.
alternative, right, is this. Imagine being at Nick now and hoping that your mate's going to go down and pay your papers, like I do, and I never miss, because I know it was like when I were in there. Imagine being in there now and all you're saying to yourself is, do you know what? I'd just be happy now with a cup of tea with my missus. And even if your missus were a CUNT, right, even she would understand that. Do you know what I mean? Because for most birds now, you need a big wedge, don't you, to keep them? Do you know what I mean? But I think a lot of men that are in Nick, or my pals, are in there because, well, the birds were living beyond the means. You know what I mean? Living beyond the means. Because when it comes on top, they don't go to jail, do they? All they do is bitch and moan. They're not bitching and moaning when they're having it off 5 and 6 grand a week, are they? Do you know what I mean? And they're going out and doing what they want. I always say this to them sort of women. Enjoy it while you can, because it'll last for a couple of years. Enjoy it. Because when it comes on top, they start taking houses off you. All right? start hitting you with these massive fines, and you're thinking, God, I ain't even earned that. You know, hitting you when you say you might have had like, you've had a couple $100,000 off you, and they're hitting you with £2 million fines. You're like, what? You soon like, oh, have I got 200? Well, they've got all of it off you, haven't you? Haven't they, straight away? Because you're thinking, well, I ain't got 2 million. Well, you've got to come to some. There's just aim high. Once they've got you, you're done. You're getting out of a double figures. They come in them pockers. Your life's not worth a carrot.
Nah.
Oh,
Gold diggers.
get a job. If you want a nice car, put something away every week. Like I did when I wanted that BM. Put something away every week, £100 a week for 3 or 4 years. You know what I mean? Because it was going to give me finance. Because you could never give me finance. I'm not going to pay. Why would I pay finance on a car if they'd give me it? Come on. You pay 2 payments, wouldn't you? And then say, oh, I can't pay it. I've lost my job. Civil matter then, isn't it? Let them chase you then for the car. Just don't park it at home. Always park it outside your scrubbers or something. I don't know.
Keep it hidden.
Huh?
Keep it hidden.
Well, it is what it is, isn't it, mate? But what do you see happening with Eubank now then, Andy? Because, like, he's not wanting to fight anybody in middleweight division who's got a belt. We can all see that. He's hovering around for a Misfits job or a Conor Benn or a pay-per-view Sky Beefy. They're all we're going to see Eubank. We aren't we now? You know, the big fight.
It's
That are not really a big boxing fight. They're more of a big hype job fight. You know, innit? If he went on Misfits, it'd be massive, wouldn't it? Or even it's Logan Paul or something. He's offering
disappointing.
that money, so I can't take him serious now. So Chris Eubank, you're a tosser. He's a tosser. I don't want to talk about him. Crusher, well, we know what's happening with him. We don't want to talk about him. So we're wading through them all. Like we said earlier, if Tyson Fury don't fight in May, what do you think about a lot of them? And Joshua's just beat a guy in his second fight. You know, what am I supposed to say? Well, am I picking bones out of this lot? All the thing we can say lately is it's Big Freeze and Wardley have done the sport proud, haven't they?
Yep. Brilliant fight, eh? Great fight.
Dylan White's got to take credit for that. He's Wardley's man, isn't he?
Yeah.
So they both got, and Ben Shallon's got to take credit for Big Freeze. And they put on a fight that will piss the fight of the year. And I'm talking Ring Magazine as well, I think, as well. Fight of the year.
It's probably the best guy show.
All fight of the year, Andy. I'm talking Ring Mag as well.
Yeah.
That was as good as any Ward Gatti or Froch Taylor job, wasn't it? It was, wasn't it?
Fight for the ages, that was, wasn't it?
Like Diego Corrales' job, wasn't it? Castile.
Oh, aye.
You know what I mean?
It's probably the best.
Macklin and Moore, you put that in that mix, wouldn't you?
Yeah. It's probably the best actual Sky show for a long, long time, isn't it?
Gary Sykes, Andy Morris, 2,300 punches thrown. Julian's guy, Gary Sykes, and Andy Morris went at it like windmills for full 36 minutes. That took some. That would have. In fact, I don't think I've asked Julian this. I wonder if that took something out of Gary Sykes, because that would have primed Sykes. That Sykes that night would have won a world title against anybody then. Imagine throwing the amount of punches.
That's madness, eh? It's crazy. Crazy numbers, eh?
100 punches each round. Some going that, isn't it? 200 punches, that's, well, there's only 180 seconds, isn't there, in 3 minutes. So they're throwing 200 punches around. Imagine that. Punch a second all the way through.
That's mad, eh? That's just crazy numbers, eh?
Imagine how fit Sykes was to win that.
Oh, super fit, eh?
Julian must have put him through. Phew.
Serious training, eh?
But they were reckoning that Sykes were like an 800-meter runner anyway. But
Mm-hmm.
to get him through that, over nearly 2,500 punches. It's in records, isn't it? Andy Morris, Sykes.
That's wild, eh?
We'll give Big Nick Manners a shout out from Leeds. Nick, how are you? Come see me. I like Nick, he's all right. Do you think Warrington's going to fight Wood then? Because there's a bit of talk about it, isn't there?
That's maybe the only fight out there for him, is it really? Yeah, I would say. It's only decent money fight maybe for him. He's coming. It's got to be one of his last fights. He's coming at the end now, I think.
Yeah. Andy, what you got planned for rest of the week?
Rest of the week, probably working on cars. I'm off this week. I was in working today. I had to cancel a day's holiday because the wee lass wasn't well a couple of weeks ago, so I had to take a day back for looking after her. So I've got jobs to do on cars. Hopefully the weather brightens up because it's not very good at the moment.
You know what?
The job, hopefully the weather gets better because it's not very good at the moment. And I need good weather to be working on my cars.
Yeah.
Aye, it's not good at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so I have to do that. Maybe have a day here and there with the family as well. So
Are you still working on them American cars with your pal?
I have not seen him for a wee bit. Oh, I did see him the other day actually. He's having a problem with his. He's got an engine out the car like Dirty Harry's. He's got a big Ford Galaxy LTD. Like,
Didn't you? Big V.
he's got a big V8. He's got a 7-litre V8, but he's got a cracked main bearing cap, I think, and so there's a guy going to machine him one out of billet steel, a brand new one. Otherwise, you'd have to get another block because they're all the main bearing caps are matched
To be
to
able
each
to do
block.
it for him.
Sorry,
To be able to do it for him.
I'll not do. I'll help him put the engine back in, but it's a machine shop job. They'll have to do that for him.
It's a piece
It's a
of
machine
piss.
shop and that.
How many bolts is it for one of them for engine with lifting gear?
Sorry,
How many bolts will it be for one of them with lifting gear?
how many bolts by holding the
Yeah.
engine in? No, it'll just be 2 mountains,
Yeah.
one either side, and then the ring of bell housing bolts on the auto box. I don't know how many altogether.
You just
Probably.
it's a piece of piss fitting engine. It's quicker than doing a clutch, isn't it?
They're not bad, them. Well, it's automatic. They're all automatic, say things he's got, but there's a bit of character about them. But I wouldn't like to fill them with fuel.
Have you seen out the corner? They're not very good, are they?
No, they're a bit wobbly. Yeah, I think you can do stuff to them and improve that, but they're straight line motors, aren't they?
Yeah.
They sound good though. They sound good. They've got something about them. They're big cars. They're about 18 feet long. The Ford Galaxy is. Yeah, there's a big car. He's just about got his pickup finish. You know the one, the green one, Ford Ranger, 1972 Ranger, I think it is.
Yeah.
No, 74, I think it is. So that's got 500 horsepower in
Is it?
it. That's a serious engine in that.
Okay. Well, listen, thanks for coming on. We had a good chat. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having us on. Huh?
I see you doing well. We're on TikTok now. Or Cameron's doing TikTok, isn't he? Porky's Corner official TikTok.
I need to have a look at that because my young lad, he's on about TikTok, but I get TikTok videos through. I don't know how to put stuff on myself. I need to find out how to do that, how to navigate it properly.
All right, then. Listen, you have a great evening.
Yeah, thanks to all the likers and subscribers. And,
yeah, no problem. Thanks to everybody for liking and hitting the subscribe button. Thank you very much. If you haven't done it, just press the button. It takes a sec.
Yeah, we'll catch up soon.
Okie dokie. Peace out.
Good man, Russ. All the best, mate.
Cheers, pal.
Cheers.
Thanks
Take
for
care.
liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Booyaka. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've got 4 videos there. 2 from Gary, 2 from Andy. Peace out.